difference between a soul and a spirit?
So, just for namesake purposes, right? Don't get caught up in the semantics of it. But if we have universal consciousness breaks itself off into a smaller version of itself called spirit. Spirit then individualizes itself called the soul. Soul then lives out its existence in this thing called the body. So here's the analogy I give you. We have the ocean, that's universal consciousness. I can take a cup of water and scoop out a cup of water from the ocean. That would be the spirit, that's the water. But then I dye the color of the water red. That's the soul. We're personalizing, individualizing the spirit. And the cup was the body. Most people think that they are their body, or they think they are the red coloring. No, you are actually that big ocean up there that has changed itself into this different form. This is why we're on a journey to recognize that we were all the one thing. We were all it. You were not these other versions of it. There was no separation. This is what the ego has created. So the spirit uses the soul, which then uses the body.
Some people say, well, I got bad water, what I'm going to do is boil the water, and because I can't afford to get this special bottle or I can't afford to get a filter, so I'm going to boil my water. That's the worst thing you can do. Boiling water, boiling tap water will destroy not only your pineal gland, but it'll destroy your whole nervous system. When you take fluoridated water and you boil it, boiled water orders from the government are the worst thing they can ever tell people to do. Fluoride, if you've ever done chemistry, and I was a master chemist in school, when you boil fluoridated water, the fluoride, now the molecules change to fluorine, which is a more potent, more toxic neurotoxin. So the more water you boil and drink, the more neurotoxins you put into your body. It's better than just drinking fluoride. You know what I'm saying? Once you boil it, you now have increased the fluoride. You've turned it into something called fluorine, which is more deadly for the human body and even the brain. So don't drink boiled water unless it's an absolute emergency.
Sex is sacred energy exchange. S is the serpent. The most powerful emotion a human can feel is the sexual desire. Serpent symbolizes sexual energy, which are the two kundalini channels which go from the base of the spine to the brain. Tree of knowledge of good and evil is the brain, the spine, the two hemispheres of the brain, masculine and feminine, and the serpent is the kundalini sexual energy. The serpent is tempting you to release your sacred energy, which is the forbidden fruit the serpent tempted Eve to eat. Resurrection of Jesus is metaphorical. Res meaning head. Erection is sexual stimulation. The resurrection is raising the sexual energy from the base of the spine to the brain, the pineal gland. This then gives you the ability to use 100% of the brain. You can transmute this energy into critical thinking or awakening your third eye. We have all been sexually programmed since we were young because they are trying to reverse the genders. When a male releases, his estrogen levels go up. When a female releases, the testosterone goes up. Hence why the LGBT flag is the upside down color spectrum. Red should be first, it's the lowest vibrational color. Ancient mythology, there's always stories about killing the dragon or the serpents. This is symbolic for killing the lower nature of yourself because the serpent is always tempting you to release your sexual energy. It's an internal battle.
Ten signs you are a mystic. personal experience is more important to you than doctrine. You ask a lot of questions about existence. You're comfortable with the uncertainty of not knowing what the next moment will bring. You value your intuition and the intuition of others. You are uncomfortable with religious and spiritual hierarchies. You tend to be a rule bender or breaker. You believe in eternal rather than external measure of spiritual growth. You believe power comes through you, not from you. You believe love comes through you, not from you. You don't think you know everything. This is signs of a mystic.